We believe in quality, not quantity. So 5 albums, but they're quality records. So we take our time, we're not lazy. We're just very precise and precious about our music.
I heard the other day that she went and gone away. She was always sort of out of step.
People thought that we were lazy because we were. When I was 16, we would just hang out and watch TV and maybe play in the garage.
Or maybe book a show and not show up.
Yeah, and we booked lots of shows and we just horribly managed our careers. But then, for the time we did, like in the last 7 years, we've worked constantly. And we've been touring and constantly doing this, and we're kind of known as a really hard-working band now.
It's all dark around here now. Can't believe she's gone away. Can't believe she's gone to stay. But it's true, Lenny's gone. Oh no.
So when we started playing, probably like 3 or 4 years into us making records and playing, I became extremely uninspired by our contemporaries. And in Southern California, the sort of punk rock scene had sort of degenerated into this really monotonous hardcore music, and it was very macho and uninspiring to us. And that's when we started buying the first 5 Rolling Stones records and started rediscovering our Beatles records.
And 60s records and tracing the origins of punk rock, the true punk rock, because it had lost its identity when hardcore started in Los Angeles.
Yeah, 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 and he's gone. It's all dark around here now.
Rock and roll is a retro genre. It can't exist without the past, and that's what it's about. It's about kind of creating things you've heard before and making something new out of them. I mean, of course, the Beatles couldn't exist without the Everly Brothers. Sonic Youth couldn't exist without the Velvet Underground and the Stooges. So, you know, I mean, so we learned that. You know, anything we hear would influence us on some level. Really original groups really were original because they were just failing at what they really wanted to sound like. I mean, when we made our first record, I think we really wanted to be the Rolling Stones, so that's all we cared about was being the early Rolling Stones, and at the time, I mean, if you listen back, it sounds nothing like the Rolling Stones.
It's all dark around here now. Can't believe she's gone away. Can't believe she's gone to stay.
That's the thing. We always just do our own thing, and that's part of the reason we still have a career after all these times, because there's always people looking for something that's slightly different than what everyone's doing. I mean, of course, we have our pop influence, but it's still not like Blur.
Climb the mountain with your fingertips. Right hand strumming while the left hand grips. Broken fingers turn to broken dreams. Nobody splits until the hag screams. Howlin' Wolf could never understand the dirty crips, the bloods of Zeppelin. Have you seen the witches on the side? In the bush where Jeannie Brooks must hide. Cast your hex with your echoplex. You don't ever wanna have affection, Jimmy. Fantasies of please with an erection, Jimmy. Fantasies of everything that is bad in this world. Ow! Fantasies of everything that is bad and that's wrong. Get out!